laps. The rolling start, they get underway for the reverse road race. It's Stuart Lynes side by side into Paddock Hill Bend, and he takes the lead as the Stuart Lynes from pole position leads. Shane Stoney just in second, 3 wide for third position, which ends up being 4th position. There's a good run off the corner for the car that runs in third, and that was Chris Smith. So down towards Graham Hill Bend they come for the first time after a 20-minute race. So out the hairpin they go down, and it's the lead for Stuart Lynes from Stoney. Third it is Smith, 4th is Allen, 5th is Osborne as they head now down to the Horse Cooper Straight. Club class cars reversed as well, but we can contract the JCW for the first few laps. It is still Lynes at lead, Stoney there in second, side by side for 4th position as Sam Osborne dives up on the inside, can't get past Lee Allen though, as they now head on to Clark Curve, and it's Lynes with a couple of car lengths over the car that runs in second position, and that is Shane Stoney, the ex-Sax Max race winner and champion from last year. Into Paddock Hill Bend they come then, so Lynes continues to lead, and Chris Smith closes on Shane Stoney. A big sideways moat for Sam Osborne. He almost loses the car there. Martin Depper gets in front of him as they head up in towards Druid's Hairpin then. Club cars head through Paddock Hill Bend now as well. And down towards Graham Hill Bend come the race leaders, and it's Shane Stoney now with Chris Smith and Lee Allen right behind him, 3 for second, absolutely together, nose to tail, and they're all closing, trying to get on to turn to Stuart Lynes as well then. So the top 4 with that big gap after Sam Osborne's big sideways moment. Into clearways they come. The quick Smiley looks under pressure, but he can just stay in front there. The car runs behind him. Now Sam Osborne back on the attack of Martin Depper, British touring car driver. He's got the inside line through Clark Curve. Sam Osborne, he should get the 5th position as they head down the barrel track, down towards Paddock Hill Bend. Remember after his big sideways moment, so it's still Lynes that leads, then Stoney, and Osborne has got 5th, but he gets it sideways all over again, but he managed to hold it on this time, and Martin Depper shouldn't find a way through, I don't think, as they head up in towards Druids. So 2.5 laps now pretty much done, and it's been action-packed as the club class cars head out as well. Henry Gilbert and John O'Brien from the back of the grid are coming through. Sam Osborne then has definitely got that position out from Depper as they run now into 30s for the leaders. Stoney's car shakes going through McLaren, and there's Freddie Nordstrom with Chris Piniotto right behind him as they head into clearways. Onto the power they go through Clark Curve now then, and through Clark Curve they're going to Paddock for the leaders again then. Lynes still got the better of Chris Smith, no, Shane Stoney saying, then Chris Smith there in 3rd position as the rest of the pack come through Paddock into Druid, and down towards Graham Hill Bend will come the race leaders. Big solo for Henry Gilbert, the race leader in the club class. He just about managed to hold on to that. Into 30s for the race leaders, so it's still Lynes that leads from Stoney there in 2nd. 3rd is Smith, and Lee Allen starting to lose a bit of time now, so to break away from him is Chris Smith as he gets on the turn for Shane Stoney as they go now down towards Paddock Hill Bend once again. Sam Osborne's really got away from the battle now for 6th position, which Martin Depper's leading. Oh, but he is inside for Chris Smith. He's up onto 2 wheels into the side of Shane Stoney. He goes. A slight bit of contact, but that should give Chris Smith 2nd position. Up on the inside it would for Paddock Hill Bend. They managed to make that work. So up in towards Druids they go. The only corner we can't see with our cameras, but down towards 30s they come. There's a big lead now for Lynes. He put the cup in 2 wheels, and now Sam Osborne has almost got onto terms with the car that runs in 4th, Lee Allen. So Sam Osborne pushing very hard to try and get a podium, I think, in this race he's going for. And then there's Martin Depper from Freddie Nordstrom. Chris Piniotto right behind Nordstrom as they turn through clearways. Smiley side by side losing out there with William Davison, the Clio driver, loses out as Nordstrom tries to find a way past Depper through Clark Curve. He couldn't do that, I think he had to back out of it. Lynes and still leads wide for Stoney as the car went a little bit sideways, and Sam Osborne's there now, I think, and then we've got Depper still ahead of Nordstrom, and Nordstrom gets a good run up the hill, so he tries to come around the outside. Meanwhile down Graham Hill, into Graham Hill Bank on the race leaders, and Sam Osborne is actually got 5 for the lead once more. Depper still leads. We've got about 8 cars in the battle for 6, so up into clearways they come again, the leaders, and then second group of cars still led by British touring car driver Martin Depper as Arthur Forster trying to find a way past Smiley. Couldn't do that. Will Davison now would have a good run out of the corner and he may be able to find a way through. Yes, inside line for Davis, and he should get that done into paddock. Big moment up onto two wheels there for one of the club class riders. That was the 23 car of Max Lever. And 3 wide out of Paddock Hill Bend there. Kevin O'Connor could well lose 2 places up the hill. Meanwhile, down the hill come the race leaders down into Graham Hill Bend. 15 minutes still to go. It's been a thoroughly action-packed start to this race. Up on the inside of Forster there goes 99. 99 is Kevin O'Connor. It's going to be 3 wide heading down to 30s into clearways for the leaders. They're black, but there is a low club class car. They all stay in the same order for the moment, so it's still lines ahead of Smith, then Stoney, Allen and Osborne as they head down the Rubber Straight now. Should still beat Depper that's in 6th. Yes it is, from Nordstrom and Paniotto and Smiley. They've got away from the next pack. So into Paddock Hill Bend, the top 3. That small gap to Lee Allen and Sam Osborne. And then Paniotto really having a good look, but couldn't find a way past Freddie Nordstrom. And down towards Graham Hill Bend. More lappery to deal with very soon for the race leaders. Stuart Lyons perhaps heading towards, I think it would be his first mini challenge race win. The 4 cars in that battle for 6th position now, and round the outside for Stuart Lyons as he can make this one work on the back marker. Yes, just about. He did run into the back of the number 80 car of Mike Phillips. He'll make their way through that, so it's still Lyons from Smith, Stoney, Allen and Osborne, all absolutely nose to tail between the top 5 as they cross the line once more. Then the next group of cars, and through padding, next lap Carter lap is dashed down the road for Stuart Lyons, and he's just about staying in the front. But he has been warned for track limits as we get quite a lot of Brian's. Actually, he does that too often. He will get a penalty. A very low club class car. That is Adrian Norman with a problem with the man. Up on the inside of no, that's Osborne trying to come past Stoney. I think Stoney may have lost a place to Lee Allen. We'll have to see that when they go down towards 30. Yes, Lee Allen into 3rd. Allen ahead of Stoney. Now when Stoney gets all sideways there, under braking for clearways. The Martin Depper's group of cars will come in past the back markers as well. Look, Chris Paniotto trying to find a way past Freddie Nordstrom. He couldn't do that. Trying to get the tighter line through the corner now to eke his way up on the inside of Freddie Nordstrom. He can't do that though, so Nordstrom stays there in the 7th. Next car to be lapped for the leaders, just down the road. Lee Allen gets a little bit sideways, but he's quick through the corner, so he managed to get away there. Then the next queue of cars with the back marker to be dealt with for Martin Depper. Then Freddie Nordstrom, Chris Smith there as well, as they all head up the hill and then into Graham Hill Bend for the leaders, and running wide there, Lee Allen trying to get past back marker. Sam Osborne on the inside for Shane Stoney heading down towards 30s. Can he get that one done? No, he can't. So into clearways, a bit of a lead for Lyons over Smith now. So making it work for him through the back markers. Depper then in 6th still. Freddie Nordstrom unable to find a way past him. Then for Paniotto, for Smiley, and now is that Will Davison on the back now? This 5-car train for 6th position. Oh, I think Depper doesn't seem to have the pace in this race. So into paddock once again for the race leader, and that car will be lapped shortly for Martin Depper. He runs what will soon be a 6-car train for 6th position, I reckon. Into Graham Bend for side by side. Nordstrom, Scott, Depper then. Paniotto trying to come through as well. Let's see, they turn through 30s. Meanwhile, side by side with the lead. Chris Smith's on the inside of Stuart Lyons. He's called the lead. So new race leader, Chris Smith. 2nd is Lyons now. What's happened for 6th? Well, it's Nordstrom now, ahead of Paniotto and Depper, so they've both found a way past Martin Depper. Smith has made it work into paddock, so he's on the inside line. He's past Lyons. Can he pull away now? Lee Allen's next up. He's been, I think, a double race winner this weekend now. Can he make it free? Well, he's going to have to think about finding a way through. Now Chris Smiley onto the back of Martin Depper. He's the next person to find a way through. The ex-Scottish mini challenge race winner, Chris Smiley. Into Graham Hill Bend. Sam Osborne almost in the boot of Shane Stoney. Nordstrom still leading this next group of cars. Into 30s for the race leaders though. It's still Smith that leads. And Line not losing too much time at the moment. Up on the inside of Stoney. Again tried Osborne, couldn't do it. Dusters, one of the club class cars, finds himself in the gravel trap through Clark Curve. So the leaders will be on him into Paddock Hill Bend. Nordstrom and Paniotto able to pull away already from Martin Depper. As through Paddock for the couple of back markers for the leaders now to lap it. I think it was Johnny Brown that ended up in the gravel. Chris Smith up on the inside of him. He's starting to break away now from Stuart Lyons. Shane Stoney attacks for third position, trying to get ahead of Lee Allen as he trying to go around the outside into Druids. Don't think he'll be able to make that work though. Leaders then into Clearway. Smith right so that gap to Lyons up on the inside of the back marker for Lee Allen. Then Shane Stoney finds his way past Simon Hillary. And Sam Osborne does the same, so the three of them back in there for third, fourth and fifth. Head on to Clark Curve to complete yet another lap of this mini challenge race. About 8 minutes to go now, and it's the next car to be lapped for Chris Smith as he's definitely getting away in line. He's got away from Lee Allen as well. So top three all slightly split out for this race anyway. Been a very frantic first half of the race. As a very slow car. That's one of the JCW cars in the problems. Couldn't quite tell who that was. Possibly Arthur Forster, we think. So into 30 for the race leaders. John O'Brown right in the way of Nordstrom. That's for sixth, of course. And Chris Paniotto right behind him, pushing him through the corner almost. Paniotto and Osborne have both been warned for track limits now, so we're just going to have to watch how all this goes out towards the end. I think it may well go to the stewards room. Right, Paniotto, he's been held up behind the back marker, so that's allowed the Nordstrom car to get away. So, the leaders to head back into 30s once again. It should still be Chris Smith at the front of the pack. It is. Then Lyons trying to go after him still. Lee Allen there in third, under pressure of Stoney and Osborne there as well. Then we have a bit of a gap to wait for Nordstrom, who's by himself, not Paniotto all by himself. Deppin's made a gap now to Smiley, who's got Davison right behind him. Then there's a bit of a gap. The next one into Paddock Hill Bend, rounding outside of Lee Allen, tries Shane Stoney, then gets the cut back out the corner, but Lee Allen takes the car to the inside line for the Druid hairpin, so he should be able to hold on to third. 5 minutes or so to go. Best mini challenge race of the weekend, it seems, as usual for the reverse grid race. So Smith through once again from Lyons and Allen, Osborne and Stoney all actually go. Osborne's going ahead of Stoney now, so Stoney trying to attack for third. In the end he lost out, so then Nordstrom being closed back in by Paniotto. Then Depper with a back marker between himself and Chris Smiley. John O'Brown attacking for second in the club class. I haven't really been able to talk too much about that. Well, at the moment it's Gilbert with a bit of lead over Hillary and Brown, battling it out for second in class. They're battle for sixth overall because Paniotto tries to close back in on Martin Depper. Sorry, on not Depper. Sorry, Depper's in eighth. In sixth is Nordstrom. Here comes John O'Brown on the inside of Simon Hillary. He should be able to get second in the club class. As Chris Smith finds himself with more lappery. Lee Allen, Sam Osborne and Jane Stoney are still battling it out for third as they head into Clearways. Race getting towards an end to Sam Osborne, be looking for that podium. He's drove really well after his big sideways moment twice into Paddock Hill Bend in the first few laps of the race. So they come across the back markers. Lee Allen slows it down in the middle of the corner. He manages to stay ahead of Sam Osborne and Shane Stoney there, so he finds his way through as they head up into Druids. And make their way down the hill. Still with Chris Smith leading the way, looking toward a win here today here at Brands Hatch and into the mini festival. Down Cooper Straight they go then. Apple at third, still being led by Lee Allen. Sam Osborne there at fourth, number 18. 89 behind him, Shane Stoney, the 2011 Sachs Max champion. They head on to Clark Curve, down the Bramwell Straight they go once more and head into Paddock. Still Lee Allen. Get the car a little bit, as if a touch sideways through Paddock. Obviously Depot has a couple of cars to lap. He's keeping that gap enough to overlise to Chris Paniotto. We're being told that Stuart Lines and Sam Osborne and Chris Paniotto have got 5-second penalties to be added on to their times, and if they continue to do it, the penalty will get increased. So Osborne, even though he's battling away there with Lee Allen, he's got this penalty. So in real terms, Shane Stoney runs fourth as they head on to Clark Curve, the three of them. Side by side, there was Will Davis around the outside of Chris Smiley. Can't get that done though, as they now work their way past some of the club class cars. And now diving up on the inside there comes Will Davis, but there was a back marker there, so we'll have to watch out for him. So head down the pub and straight down toward Paddock Hill Bend. That battle for ninth, and Smiley stayed far, but Davis cuts back. Smiley with a problem. Smiley slows. And what is the problem with the 22 car, we wonder? That looks like it's heading towards retirement as the race comes towards an end. Third, still Lee Allen. He still holds off Osborne and Stoney. There's Nordstrom. And they're just in 13th. Comes Will Davis, all by himself now. Up to 10th comes Kevin O'Connor. 11th for Pat Mortimer. Here's Chris Smiley, car smoking. What's wrong with that? Well, he's got a puncher for 22, Chris Smiley. So will he be able to get back out again? There's not long of the race left. Lee Allen's broke away now from Sam Osborne. I'm told now Sam Osborne and Chris Paniotto have got the equivalent of a drive-through penalty, which will be 30 seconds added on to the end of their time. And if they continue to do that, a further in penalty. If they continue to put four wheels over the white line, the penalty would be further increased. This Chris Smith heading towards victory. He hasn't had any penalties, unlike yesterday's race. And one lap to go at the end of this. There's Nordstrom. Paniotto still trying to come after him. Of course, with Osborne's demise, have to move them up a position. Club class battles continue. That's Phillips there and Bates. They battle for fifth in club class. Onto Clark Curve, onto their last lap they go. But towards victory comes Chris Smith. He's going to win then the third race of the weekend here at the Brands Hatch Mini Festival. The mini challenge will be a win for Chris Smith. Battle for fourth on track continues to the line for Sam Osborne, Shane Stoney. Henry Gilbert's going to head towards a club class victory, a much easier victory than he's had so far this weekend. 7-second victory he'll have. We've been told now that a further penalty being imposed to Stuart Lines. He's got a 30-second penalty, and Chris Paniotto and Sam Osborne have both been disqualified for use of exceeding the track limit. So Chris Smith wins to Lee Allen in second, and third, Shane Stoney. Freddie Nordstrom gets fourth.